This is a video for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have for you today. The overall energy of this reading is the Page of Pentacles. So this is an attitude. That's what the court cards are. This is about manifestation, skill development, ambition, desire. So this is like you're holding this idea or this thing that you want to manifest in the physical. You are like solely focused on it. That's what you're focused on. You don't see everything in the background of how far you're gonna have to go or what it is that you're even gonna have to do. You're feeling abundant about this. I think you're ambitious and action oriented, and I think that you're not gonna let anything stop you. And I think that in the past you probably did suffer with anxiety, maybe even depression. This is like insomnia. There probably was a lot of trauma that you had to overcome to get to this point where now you're able to look towards the future and what it is that you want to manifest. And I think that's because you decided that no matter what, you're gonna get what it is that you deserve. It's like, it doesn't matter if I'm being pulled in different directions. It doesn't matter what anyone else is trying to influence me with. It doesn't matter what I have had to overcome. You were driven and nothing was gonna stop you. This is like willpower. This is about control and you're just moving forward. I think you're also able to be emotionally stable now. I think again, this is everything that you've suffered with before has brought you to this point. This is being intuitive, emotionally stable, but also having compassion and nurture, like a nurturing energy. So you're able to look at other people and look at your relationships in your life and have compassion and empathy for those people because they might not be where you're at. Including personal, like love relationships. I think maybe you've either called in a, I don't want to say like a divine counterpart because that's just like spiritual talk, but truly you've called in a soulmate, whether that's a friendship, whether that's a lover, or this could even just be divine union within yourself. So this is like you are finally realizing that you are the soulmate that you were searching for, and in that you can call in other relationships. I think that's because you were able to see the beauty in life with the Knight of Cups here. This is an attitude of charm, of following your heart, and just imagination, creativity. You know, this person is armored, but they are also able to let down their defenses when they need to. I think that you have some action or a new passion that you want to follow. Maybe you're wanting to communicate something or go after something, but maybe sometimes you're feeling a little bit confused because there's so many choices. So this could have been, you know, because of everything you went through in the past, you know, it's like you've healed yourself to an extent, so now you're having options. And it's like, who do I choose? Sometimes you're overthinking things. And I think sometimes also people can present you with things that are not what they really are, if that makes sense. Like people have facades, relationships can have facades. Things can seem good and then you get them and then you realize that they're not really what you wanted, and that can leave you feeling disappointment in all of the mistakes that you've made, or maybe in the past you've made mistakes, so now you're feeling like, oh, I wish that I would have known that back then, but that's just not possible. You have to understand that you still have emotional support over here. You still have 2 cups, you're just back turned to them. This is a card of water under the bridge. What's done is done, and you need to move on emotionally. You need to think with a clear head. You need to have clear boundaries and unbiased judgment. So not seeing things through rose-colored glasses anymore, and just being able to have clear boundaries with people, probably in your relationships. This is the card of tradition. This is the card of social approval, society and its rules. This is about mercy, wisdom, and trust. I feel like maybe you've gained some sort of wisdom, obviously, from your past, and now it's like you can share that with others. I think sometimes you need to really stop what you're doing, and it's like you don't always have to answer people right away. Sometimes it's good to sit there and think about what it is that you want to say before you say it, because sometimes, like, we can't take back what we say, you know what I mean? This is also just recuperation. It's like maybe everything that you went through has kind of made you tired and drained. I think that you're gonna start seeing physical proof of your hard work, and that's because you are able to take action with the things that you want to do. You have a curiosity, you have a thirst for knowledge. Maybe you are trying to learn something new. Maybe you're going towards schooling, or you're trying to gain wisdom from somebody that you look up to, whether this is like an institution or just like an elder. This is also internal knowledge. So maybe you're educating yourself right now, or maybe there's something that you want to say but you don't know how to say it. I think maybe because in the past, either people have betrayed you, or you've betrayed yourself. This is getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. So it's like you think you're getting away with something, but you're not. Maybe you've been lying to yourself in the past, or people have lied to you, and it's like that's just going to create you arming yourself. That's like you having a difficult time with decision making or weighing your options. It's like you no longer have to invite the people into your life that are there to try to persuade you into whatever it is that's going to benefit them. Now you're able to kind of block out what everyone's doing and make the difficult decisions that you need to make. But this is also something that's heavily emotional for you. You need to be able to look at your emotions, and you need to be able to take the blindfold off and not avoid the difficult conversations or difficult thoughts that you're having. I'm just going to pull one more. We have the Devil here. This is about addictions. This is about temptation, destructive behavior, codependency, attachment. I also think this is the self-sabotage card. This is the card of Capricorn. So the negative aspects of Capricorn would be self-destruction and addictions. And so I think, you know, maybe you're trying to learn how to overcome the vices of your past, and maybe you're trying to learn how to overcome calling in negative relationships, whether that's with lovers, whether that's with just acquaintances, or your relationship with yourself. It's like, are you toxic with yourself? Do you lie to yourself about things? Are you avoidant? Do you lie to yourself about things? Are you avoidant of the decisions that you need to make or the communication that you need to have with others? Do you look the other way of what you should actually be doing because you're scared of what it is that you're going to manifest? A lot of the times we need to really go within. Sometimes we need to not take an action, not say what it is, you know what I mean? It's like, just think before you speak, basically. Really rest on it. You don't have to like immediately do things. I think that you have inner wisdom, and I think that you also want to learn more. People might come to you for advice, or maybe this is a therapy type thing that you need to be looking, like outsourcing, like with therapy or something to help you heal whatever that devil energy is. Again, addictions, self-destructive behavior, toxicity, whatever the attachment is, it could be to anything. Clear communication, you need to be able to be level-headed, because you need to stop focusing on all the past mistakes or the relationships or the creative endeavors or whatever it is that you're emotionally attached to that's no longer working. There's going to be a lot of different things that are coming into your life, and you have to be able to differentiate between what's for you and what's not for you. You need to be able to look at what is actually going to light a fire within you, what you're actually passionate about. Is there passion in this? Is this real? Is this aligned with my belief system? Because the wands are spirituality, belief system, and actions, and that those all need to align. It's okay to be flirtatious with life. This doesn't have to be with people, but it could be. It seems like this kind of has to do with the relationships, but beyond that, because everything comes from within in our relationships with ourselves. So besides the things that are happening outside of you, what is your relationship with yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel like you're attractive? Do you feel like you're charming? Are you able to see the beauty in things? And are you able to have a aligned relationship with yourself? Are you in love with yourself? Do you treat yourself like your soulmate? Because you can't have a soulmate outside of yourself if you can't love yourself fully, because the only thing that you will attract is somebody who is in the same position as you. So if you have codependency issues, you're going to attract something just like that. You need to have compassion for yourself. You need to be nurturing for yourself. You need to have compassion for others for where they're at, but it doesn't mean you have to invite them into your life. You need to listen to your intuition 100%. This person, this queen, this attitude is like she's got the lid on her cup. It's not overflowing everywhere. She's not over giving to other people. She's also not being overly emotional. She's not like projecting her emotions onto other people. This is a very driven person. This is what you are. This is what you're striving towards. This is what you can be. And you've shown yourself that in the past. You've gotten over the things that you had anxiety or depression or worry or just emotional and like inner dialogue wise. You've gotten over that, and you've decided that you can move forward no matter the storm, no matter the external circumstances. It's like you're ready, you've learned, and now you want to go forward. Now you want to say what it is you have to say. Now you want to think what it is that you want to think. Now you're ready to take action. You're driven, you're moving forward, and you're going to start seeing the results of that. Something's going to come into your life that's going to be proof of all of your hard work, and it's going to be a physical thing that you're able to see in the actual material world. It's not going to be like an idea, like it's not going to be a thought that comes to you or somebody saying something to you. It's going to be like something that's presented to you, whether that's financially or it's just like you've lost the weight or whatever it is. You know, it's like you're finally going to see the results of everything that you've worked towards, and that's because you've practiced skill development and you've done your due diligence. So you're finally going to start seeing what it is that you're trying to manifest, and you still have a long way to go, don't get me wrong, but just remember all the things that you've been through and how far you've come, and know that you can get even farther. You can call in the things that you're desiring because you've done it before. Okay, I hope that you like this reading, and I'll see you next time. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks.